Today we are going to be working on a bodice pattern. I love this bodice. We use it in the costume shop a lot. It allows you to get the tailored look of a bodice, but yet it also has some ease of alteration to it. So it's easy. We have open seams on the inside, and that allows you to take in the bust or take out the sides or the back or whatever you need to do quickly and easily without having to deconstruct the whole entire bodice to get to the seams. So let me show you how to do this. First of all, I do my patterns on interfacing first, and this is a really simple pattern. See if you can see that. So what I do is I take my basic pattern, whatever I'm working with, basic block or slope or whatever you like to call it, and then I transfer it. I go ahead and put it right on to my interfacing. And I work on the side that doesn't have the glue. So we're working on the non-glue side. So I go ahead and I make all my adjustments for the body that I'm working with. Then I go ahead and draw it out and cut it out as normal. Now I put it down with the glue side down onto the fabric, and this is actually my lining fabric. I like to use cotton when we're working in the theater. One, if you're using a regular lining fabric, sometimes it absorbs the perspiration off the actor or actress, especially when you're working with ball gowns and they're dancing and stuff. And I find that if it's cotton, it absorbs it and it doesn't tend to transfer it off to satin or your fashion fabric quite as easily, so you have a little bit of time to catch it before it stains the underarm of the dress. Also, it's a little bit better body, and so you can use a good cotton and a good interfacing, and then it eliminates the need for boning. I try to stay away from boning because it just seems like we're having to repair it so often, and it's hard to make adjustments on a dress that's boned. So we try to kind of stay away from boning unless it's really called for. So anyway, so I went ahead and did my pattern. I put it on the interfacing. You can go ahead and cut it out like this, or you can fuse it down first and then cut it out. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out, and then I'm going to fuse it. I fuse it to my lining and not my fashion fabric, because I find that if you try to fuse the interfacing to the fashion fabric, you get a bump, you get a crease, you get a line, it fuses here, it doesn't fuse there. This way, if it's not a perfect fuse, it doesn't really matter. You still get the same body and the stiffness to the fabric, but you're not going to have all those irritations that you're going to have to try to fix later, or you don't run the risk of burning the satin or crinkling it up with the heat of the iron, that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go do that, and then I'll come back and we'll work with the next part.